Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Under the Radar, a place where we discuss your favorite basketball players and hoopers inside and outside the NBA. Today's story is about Jalen Duren. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why are we talking about Mr. Duren here? Because he is one of the best bigs in the upcoming 2022 NBA draft. Now, the question that we must answer in today's video is, how did Jalen Duren become one of the best prospects and technically one of the best bigs in the upcoming 2022 NBA draft? Let's roll the clock a bit. Jalen Montes Duren was born on November 18, 2003 in Newcastle, Delaware. Duren grew up playing football and baseball in addition to basketball, which he ended up focusing on as he grew older and improved his skills. By the 8th grade, he already measured about 6'8", the same height as LeBron James in grade 8. That's just crazy. Therefore, making him a power forward and gaining recognition on the AAU circuit, playing with Team Final and winning the MADE League title. Strong showings at the MADE Hoops Middle School Academy and the CP3 Rising Stars Camp that summer solidified his position as one of the top players of his class. Duren committed to playing high school basketball at Roman Catholic High School in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, along with his AAU teammate and highly ranked guard Justice Williams. He averaged 12.8 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks per game, along with shooting 71% from the field as a freshman and leading his team to their second consecutive Philadelphia Catholic League title. He earned his first team All-League and second team All-State honors, and he was also named a Max Preps Freshman All-American. That summer, he was a standout performer in the 2019 Nike Elite 100 camp. In his sophomore season, Duren would average 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 3.4 blocks per game, leading his team to an amazing 18-10 record. And in the first round of the Catholic League playoffs, he recorded 18 points and 18 rebounds against Bonner Prendergast, hitting the game-winning buzzer beater in a victory on Valentine's Day. He then recorded 20 points and 18 rebounds in their semi-final win over the regular season champions Archbishop Wood at Palestra. They were unable to defend their league crown though, as they were defeated by Newman Goretti in the title game, where Duren only contributed 11 points and 16 rebounds in the loss. In the first round of the PIAA Class 6A playoffs, they defeated Coatesville 81-75 as Duren would score 13 points and 8 rebounds. He would record 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 blocks in their quarterfinal win over Penridge, before, everything got shut down because something spread. And at the end of the year, he collected First Team All-League, First Team All-State, and Max Prep Sophomore All-American honors. For his junior year, Duren decided to transfer to the high school powerhouse Montford Academy in Montford, Florida, who was in the process of joining the NIBC with other elite programs like Oak Hill Academy, Wasatch Academy, Sunrise Christian amidst, the whole spreading thing. And Duren was actually one of the only 5 underclassmen named to the Sports Illustrated preseason All-American team. In January 2021, Duren had a strong showing competing against high-level talent at the St. James NIBC Invitational in Washington, D.C., including an amazing Sports Center top 10 play against Wasatch Academy, where he literally blocked a shot and he actually caught the ball mid-air. And on March 11, Montford actually avenged their only loss of the season by defeating Sunrise Christian for the championship. And Duren finished with 13 points and 7 rebounds. And in the tournament, he would average 15.5 points, 10.6 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks per game in the NIBC conference play, and leading the Eagles to a 12-1 regular season record and a overall 20-1 record. And he was also recognized as the 2020 to 2021 Max Preps Florida High School Basketball Player of the Year. Jalen was of course a 5-star recruit according to ESPN, 24/7 Sports, and Rivals, and Duren actually overtook Imani Bates during his junior year in high school as the top prospect in the 2022 recruiting class. And on August 6, 2021, he actually reclassified to the class of 2021, and he actually committed to playing college basketball for the University of Memphis over offers from Kentucky, Miami, Michigan, Alabama, Penn State, Maryland, Georgetown, the NBA G League Ignite program, and the NBL Australia Next Stars program. And Duren would actually grow to a freakish final height of 6'11" with a jaw-dropping 7'5" wingspan. That's actually longer than Giannis's 7'3" wingspan. And Jalen has just been nothing but a monster for the Memphis Tigers, averaging 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 1.3 assists, and 2 blocks, shooting 60% from the field. Jalen's infectious energy on both sides of the floor intrigues NBA teams with a flawless blend of size, length, and speed. Jalen's measurements and build are very similar to Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he has a very similar energy and ferociousness of Montrezl Harrell. And if I had a clear-cut player comparison for Duren, it would actually be a more taller and more lengthier Montrezl Harrell. And because Montrez and Duren would actually state their presence in the game, in the paint, both offensively and defensively. Both players share a very similar playstyle and approach to the game, like catching lobs, poster dunks, and dominating the paint with absolutely zero fear. Although Duren is not yet a great shooter, but the highlights and statistic numbers show that Duren actually has the potential to expand his game away from under the basket. And Jalen is actually showing us in his highlights that he can actually hit mid-range shots, so the potential is there. And Jalen only shot 62% from the free throw line, and yes, 62% is not great, but Giannis only shot 63.3% from the line during the 2019-20 season. And why am I comparing these two players in this situation? I am not saying that Duren is good or better than Giannis in any way, but I simply am stating a common phenomenon that both of these players suffer, which is struggling for shooting consistency. Yes, Giannis is greatly improving his shooting numbers this year, but just 2 seasons ago, Giannis was a terrible shooter compared to now. And the modern big man that does not come from Europe suffers from this shooting inconsistency because of the size and length of their hands and their wingspans. A basketball feels like the same size for everyone, but for basketball players, and most especially big men, it's smaller because these athletes can easily palm or grab the ball with just one hand. And big men would actually struggle to shoot because they need to settle in shooting a basketball that is actually smaller than their bare hands. And add that to their freakish wingspan that makes them have to compensate for the distance between them and the basket. And since their hands are huge, they tend to struggle with consistency because they can't do the proper shooting mechanics like flicking and proper positioning of the basketball in their hands. Coming back to Duren, I think his shooting problem can easily be fixed if his team around him and the potential team that drafts him has great people that are willing to help him through his shooting development. Like how Phoenix made Mikal Bridges a scoring threat by just fixing his mechanics and technique, or how the Bucks are supporting Giannis' shooting consistency that is literally rewarding them right now with such great progress in just 2 seasons. And I honestly think that Jalen is just a terrific player, and I think any team would be lucky to have him, not only because of his energy and his size, but the endless amount of potential that he has already with his skill set. And as soon as he starts shooting consistently and confidently, the league better watch out. And I think his success will really just be determined by his draft situation and the work that he actually places into the game. As of the recording of this video, Duren is actually surging between the 7th pick all the way to the 12th. But there's a lot of scouts that are saying that he could potentially be earlier, like by 1 or 2 positions. So he could be the 5th pick, he could be the 6th pick, but right now he's really wiggling between 7 and 8. And the latest he could possibly be, for me, is definitely 14th. But on some draft boards, the latest he could be is probably like 12th in the draft. But I wouldn't be surprised if he, gets taken earlier. So, Jalen, man, good luck in the draft, and I can't wait for June 23rd. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to hit the like button and make it turn blue if you enjoyed today's video. And hit that amazing red subscribe button to join this amazing, growing basketball family. New basketball videos every single Friday, and I do not want y'all to miss it. God bless, stay safe, enjoy your weekend with your family while watching the playoffs, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.